Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Tackle at the 31, so makes a good choice bringing it out of the end zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Brown. Snags the quick throw. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Send the back in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got... job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
And tackled there by the defense.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Look at a throw on third and goal. Gets rid of it on the move. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. Field goal try, no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. What poor kicker.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaks free now into the secondary. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack.
It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Nice. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3.
That makes the score UCF 7, Louisville 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. You get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. And now from the pistol formation. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The sure hand. It's Brown. The defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The Cardinals come to the line in a hurry up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So 1st and 10. That's a costly mistake by the defense on fourth down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Louisville.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Dropping back, it's Brown. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch is made, but he's out of bounds, so incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He has first down yardage at the 46. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across midfield. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. There's a shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. There would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On the run here, lets it go. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense now.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense is back out there on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. QB decides to keep it here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Finds just enough space and makes the first down. The Knights move into the red zone. They'll run it to the right side. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10 now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
I'm going to convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll run it from the gun. They'll tackle them right at the 31.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. Trying to find some room. It's Montgomery. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Brown. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
It's a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the 1st down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Cardinals keep the football on the move. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He shreds the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll feed the back again. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Cardinals starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He's going to hand this off. Some hard running there through a tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they They stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the 2-point try. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Richardson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. You're late in the game. You got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line. Run that running back. Make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Brought down at the 21-yard line. 3rd down.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And brought down at the line. But tackle.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
3rd down play for this offense. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
4th down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The stop made at the 45. first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the long drive continues, the offense pushing the ball down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The Knights will try to keep this drive moving. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Yeah, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again or roll the dice, throw the football knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
On the drive that will not end, it is a long way to go on 3rd down here. He hands it off from the gun. Powering through. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance in that next round of the postseason.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah.